Level 1. The Conscript. You're 17. You don't enlist. You're assigned. A letter arrives. 10 years of mandatory service, no refusal. 3 weeks later, you're on a bus. Shaved head, no phone, no choice. The barracks hold 50 men in one concrete room. No heat, you sleep in uniform so you don't freeze. Wake up is 5 a.m. You run until someone collapses. If one falls, everyone runs longer. Breakfast is corn porridge. Lunch is corn porridge. Dinner is corn porridge. You're never full. You're never warm. One night, rations go missing. The officers don't investigate, they punish everyone. Shirts off, snow up to your knees. 3 hours kneeling in silence. Your bunkmate whispers, "This isn't right." The next morning, his bed is empty. No explanation, no questions. You learn fast. In this army, silence is survival. 6 months pass. You stop feeling hungry. You stop feeling anything. Then your name is called. Border transfer. Level 2. The Border Guard. You're 18. You're sent north. The Chinese border is 200 meters away. At night, you can see lights on the other side, brighter than anything back home. Your rifle is older than you are. 5 bullets in the magazine. Orders are simple. If someone runs, you shoot. No warnings, no negotiations. You patrol in pairs. You don't talk much. Talking leads to thinking. It's 2:13 a.m. The river is half frozen. You hear movement. A shadow runs toward the water. Your commander once told you 3 seconds is mercy. 1. You raise your rifle. 2. The figure reaches the riverbank. 3. If you shoot, you kill someone trying to escape. If you don't, you become the suspect. And suspects don't disappear alone. You hesitate. A rifle cracks behind you. The shadow drops into the water. Silence. Back at base, you're called in. No yelling, no threats. Just one question. Why didn't you fire first? You don't answer immediately. That pause goes into your file. From that night on, you stop aiming at targets. You aim at hesitation. 3 months later, your reports improve. Your reaction time improves. Your loyalty improves. Level 3. The Squad Leader. You're 22. You survived the border. Now you command 8 men. You're not promoted for strength. You're promoted for reliability. You inspect uniforms. You inspect weapons. You inspect behavior. Every letter from home passes through you first. I'm hungry. The harvest failed. I miss you. You decide what they're allowed to read. One night, a private whispers, "Life must be better across the river." You hear it. You say nothing, but you write his name down. The next morning, he's called to headquarters. By evening, his bunk is empty. The others stop talking at night. Your commander nods at you the next week. Good awareness. You understand something new. On the border, you survived by shooting. Here, you survive by reporting. You start watching more closely. Who hesitates? Who complains? Who thinks too much? Level 4. The Lieutenant. You're 26. You're sent to Pyongyang. The capital feels different. Clean streets, working lights at night, real meat twice a week. You wear a pressed uniform now. You attend officer academy classes, strategy, logistics, missile theory. But the most important subject isn't warfare, it's loyalty. You learn quickly, a brilliant officer who questions policy is more dangerous than a loyal, mediocre one. Once a week, officers gather for self-criticism. You must confess a weakness, even if you don't have one. I lacked enthusiasm. I didn't study enough. I must improve my devotion. If you confess nothing, it means you're hiding something. You choose your words carefully. One lieutenant speaks too confidently. He corrects a superior during a briefing. 2 weeks later, he's reassigned. Rural Logistics Division. No one says why. You're given his responsibilities. Better apartment, higher clearance, closer access. You understand the pattern now. Talent is optional. Visibility is dangerous. And loyalty must always be louder than competence. Level 5, the political officer. You're 32. You no longer command troops, you command belief. You're assigned as a political officer to a missile unit. Even the commanding officer answers to you on ideological matters. Your job isn't strategy, it's loyalty. Every week, soldiers sit in a circle. They confess weaknesses. I felt tired. I hesitated during drills. I didn't study the leader's speech enough. You take notes. If no one confesses, you push harder. Silence means concealment. You start noticing small things. Who claps first? Who claps last? Who avoids eye contact? There's a young officer, smart, respected, popular, dangerous. He doesn't criticize himself enough. You write in your report, displays subtle individualistic tendencies. 2 weeks later, he's transferred. Labor Engineering Battalion. Your influence grows. You're invited to higher meetings. You're trusted with sensitive evaluations. But one afternoon, you're called upstairs. Your superior flips through your reports. Your assessments lack urgency. You understand immediately. Someone is assessing you. You built a system of surveillance. Now you're inside it. Level 6, the colonel. You're 40. You oversee thousands of troops. You have a government car with a driver, a larger apartment in Pyongyang, imported alcohol at private dinners. Your children attend elite schools. Your parents were relocated to better housing. The system rewards loyalty. You manage missile readiness reports, training cycles, security clearances. Your signature moves resources. Your approval moves careers. But everything is documented. Your phone is monitored. Your driver rarely speaks. Your security detail changes without notice. At high-level meetings, generals speak carefully. No one interrupts. No one jokes. A general you dined with last month misses the next meeting. No explanation. His name is not mentioned again. A missile test under your oversight malfunctions during rehearsal. It's not catastrophic, but it's recorded. An internal review begins. No accusations, just questions. Why was the timing adjusted? Who approved the sequence? You answer calmly. Your report is accepted, for now. You understand something clearly. At this level, mistakes don't disappear. Level 7, the general. You're 48. You stand on the platform during a military parade. Medals on your chest, cameras everywhere. The world sees strength. You feel exposed. You attend high-level defense councils now. Missile programs, satellite launches, border incidents. Phones are left outside. Notes are memorized, not written. Every sentence is measured. Every pause is noticed. At one meeting, a chair is empty. Last month, a general sat there. This month, no one mentions his name. A satellite launch fails during testing. Foreign media reports it within minutes. It becomes a national embarrassment. An investigation begins quietly. You're not accused, not yet. Reports are reviewed, timelines are examined, responsibility is mapped upward. You're asked to publicly criticize another general, a man you've worked with for 20 years. If you defend him, you align with failure. If you condemn him, you survive longer. You choose your words carefully. He disappears 2 weeks later. You sleep less now. Every knock at night feels final. Every sudden meeting feels staged. You've climbed for 3 decades. Now you understand the truth. The higher you rise, the fewer people stand between you and blame. Level 8, the inner circle member. You're 52. You're invited inside the highest military council. Private compound, no phones, no written records. You advise directly on national defense, missile deployments, nuclear posture, strategic messaging. You're closer to power than almost anyone alive. You dine in guarded residences, imported wine, private security, absolute privilege. For the first time in your life, you feel untouchable. Then a missile test fails, publicly. Foreign satellites capture it. Foreign news spreads it. Silence follows. No emergency meeting, no immediate blame. That's when you know someone is being chosen. Investigations begin quietly. Reports are rewritten. Approvals re-examined. You're called in at night. No shouting, no threats, just questions. Why was the launch window approved? Who validated the readiness assessment? Did you overlook instability? You realize something. The system doesn't punish failure, it punishes exposure. You defended the structure for 30 years, removed others for smaller mistakes. Now, your name appears in internal summaries. Strategic misjudgment, possible fatigue, reduced decisiveness. You're reassigned, not executed, not imprisoned, transferred to a rural training facility. No access, no influence, no visibility. Within weeks, your name disappears from official documents. A new general takes your seat. The meetings continue. Level 9. The Erased. You're 55. You live in a rural training facility now. No press, no visitors, no access to classified briefings. You still wear the uniform, but no one asks your opinion. Your phone was replaced, your driver reassigned, your security detail reduced. Your name no longer appears in state media. Your portrait is removed from the hallway in Pyongyang. Officially, you were repositioned. Unofficially, you're finished. You wake up at 5 a.m. again, just like you did at 17. Only now, no one salutes. You read reports that once required your signature. Now, they're signed by someone else, a younger general. Careful, loyal, visible. You understand the pattern. You were never climbing, you were being elevated into view, and visibility is temporary.